Hello, friend. Al Purnell here, the good sausage man for Purnell's Old Folks Country Sausage. When your day starts right, everything goes better. Start your day with Purnell's Old Folks Country Sausage for a delicious breakfast. Purnell sausage gives you energy and it'll hold you to the next meal. Start your day off right by Purnell's Old Folks Country Sausage because it's good.
From the Simply Superior Studio, inside the Springer Mountain Farms Acuff House, this is Coffee, Country, and Cody, presented in part by Hemisphere Coffee Roasters.
Your radio home for the Opry, WSM, Nashville.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. The number of U.S. service members injured in the war in Iran is climbing. A spokesperson for U.S. Central Command says approximately 200 injuries have occurred, but the vast majority of those have been minor. There have been 13 confirmed American fatalities since the start of the operation. Israel says Iran's top security chief was killed overnight. Israel's defense minister announced today that Ali Larijani, secretary of Iran's Supreme National Security Council, had been eliminated. Severe weather could once again lead to travel disruptions as more than 90 million people are under some type of weather alert today across the eastern half of the country. In addition to the weather posing a problem, unpaid TSA agents have been manning increasingly slow security checkpoints as the partial government shutdown continues and inconveniences travelers.
Well, we were supposed to be on a 9 o'clock flight this morning, and that was completely canceled. And now we're just in a holding pattern.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
WSM weather.
From the Springer Mountain Farms Weather Center, here's your first alert forecast.
I'm WSMV4 First Alert Meteorologist Stefano DiPietro. Cold start to our day today, staying chilly this afternoon, upper 30s near 40, but with more sunshine today. Tonight is cold again, down near freezing for the overnight low. We'll start with more cloud cover tomorrow, maybe a little drizzle in the morning. The afternoon we'll get some sunshine back, end up in the 50s. Thursday we're going to push our way back into near 70 territory under plenty of sunshine. Friday we're in the upper 70s and mostly sunny. Partly cloudy both Saturday and Sunday. Highs are in the low 80s.
24 right now, feels like 17 in Nashville, so take your coat if you're heading out this morning.
Bill Cody in the morning, WSM. This is Coffee, Country, and Cody.
Welcome into our Simply Superior studio here at the Acuff House on the Grand Ole Opry Plaza, and happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone. May the luck of the Irish be with you today, especially if you're flying. I'm Kelly Sutton. That's Charlie Mattis, Annie Nye. We've got Jeff Roberts upstairs. And we have Paige King Johnson coming in to join us in just a few minutes. So stay tuned for that. She's got a place she's going to be playing here in town. So we're going to talk to her about it. What's been going on in North Carolina, get all caught up on what's happening in her world. We're also telling you about 2 new bars that are coming to Nashville because we obviously don't have enough. So 2 of our friends are opening places in downtown Nashville, and both of them, curiously, have the same twist, which it's like, everyone had this bright idea all at the same time. So I'm going to fill you in on all of that. And this is great. We were talking about seeing animals in places that they shouldn't be. We had a zebra that got loose here in Middle Tennessee, and he was running down the interstate at some point. So, follow-up question, what animal would completely ruin your day if you found it in your house? I had that happen. We'll have some stories.
Okay. Anything because of my wife.
No,
Doesn't
not a
really.
dog. If a dog just wandered in, she'd be okay with that, right?
Like a random one?
Well, yeah, but just like a stray that was really sweet.
Okay, I guess.
Yeah, or a cat. Would she be mad at a cat?
Well, she's very allergic.
Oh,
so I would have to. I would have to deal
understand.
with the cat.
Okay. Yeah.
So
there are certain little animals. Like if there was a squirrel in my house, I'd be like, "All right, buddy, we gotta go," but I wouldn't be sad about it. However, other things you're just like, absolutely not.
All right,
we'll talk about it. It's coming up. We got a lot of things to get into this morning. We're certainly glad that you're along for the ride with us right here on Coffee Country and Cody. We're going to rewind to the stage of the Grand Ole Opry. Right now, it's Cassius Culpepper, Little Out of My Mind. So here you go, everybody. Something to get you started today.
Make it look so easy, walking out that door. packed all your things, said you going home. So what I do now? What did the girl text my phone? What I do now? Did I say I wait too long? I guess I never know. 'Cause you're gone now, kid. So I'ma train myself blind. Another Saturday night in these pines. I'm gonna dance and sing till you out of my mind. Till you out of my mind. Whoa, whoa. Till you out of my mind. Whoa, whoa. Your mama called as soon as you left, girl. Said you with someone else, yeah. Said he's got light eyes, you tone. So what you do now, buddy? The girl takes your phone. What you do now? Did you say I wait too long? I guess you never know. She's gone, you're there. So I'ma train myself blind. Another Saturday night in these pines. I'm gonna dance and sing till you out of my mind. Till you out of my mind. Whoa, whoa. Till you out of my mind. Whoa, whoa. It's been 6 months, 3 nights, 10 minutes, 7 seconds. I see you, love you anyway. God bless you. I'm not letting go, little girl. Lord help me. Do anything to get you out of my mind. 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 So I'ma train myself blind. Another Saturday night in these pines. I'm gonna dance and sing till you out of my mind. Till you out of my mind. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Lord, till you out of my mind. Whoa, whoa. Till you out of my mind. Whoa, whoa. Lord, till you out of my mind. Whoa, whoa. Till you out of my mind, girl. Thank you, Grand Ole Opry.
Coffee, Country, and Cody.
You're in need of a serious attitude adjustment, young man.
Presented in part by Hemisphere Coffee Roasters.
Springer Mountain Farms is a brand people trust. They're American in every sense of the word and take great pride in producing simply superior Springer Mountain Farms chicken for you and your family. Hi, this is Bill Cody. At Springer Mountain Farms, the best flavor and quality are guaranteed. They have a long-standing commitment to using 100% U.S.-grown corn and soybeans to feed their chickens, and they raise their chickens responsibly on family farms in the hills of the Blue Ridge Mountains. All Springer Mountain Farms practices and procedures are American Humane certified. Springer Mountain Farms' Simply Superior Chicken is always all natural and never fed any animal byproducts, antibiotics, or hormones. At Springer Mountain Farms, they do it all to feed you, America, Simply Superior Springer Mountain Farms chicken. Visit SpringerMTN.com to find Springer Mountain Farms Simply Superior Chicken at a store or restaurant near you. And experience the Springer Mountain Farms Simply Superior difference today.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-611-3113.
From the Assembly Food Hall acoustic desk, this is Coffee Country and Cody.
Well, get ready because she's heading down to Hank Williams Jr.'s Boogie Bar. But she's making a stop with us first. I feel like we got to get her warmed up. H. King Thompson, it's good to see you.
I know. I'm like, that's 12 hours from right now.
The Boogie Bar, honey. And I feel like you got to be at a certain level when you get in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of revving up that's got to happen in the next 12 hours.
Yeah, when just Hank Williams Jr., like, you know, immediately.
Yeah, there's a lot of energy, a lot of expectation there.
There's a lot happening. And you haven't seen it yet, so this will be your first time walking into it.
I know. Which I feel like there's always a new Broadway bar for me to explore every time I come into town.
Well, Kelly,
you know?
there's two more, right?
Yeah,
Cole
I heard.
Swindell and Chris Young are both going to be opening places.
Wow, it's crazy.
I mean, you know, that it's great for business, but then also we're like, wow, everybody's got their name on something.
I know. I wonder, like, who's the next star's dog that's going to have a You know, like, when is that going to start happening?
I'm telling you, there are a few of them out there. You know, Riley Green has Carl, the dog, and I could see they could do a little, you know, Carl's
or a room dedicated.
Hound dogs or something like that.
Carly Pierce has Johnny and June.
Johnny and June.
I mean, yeah.
I'm telling you,
this is it.
All these real estate investors, they need to ask me what to do.
That's
next.
right.
If we could go to a bar and there were dogs at the bar, 100%.
Way
That's
better
where
than
I'd
the
go.
drunk people on Broadway.
Yes.
I would much rather walk into a place where there are dogs there than drunk people. 100%.
Oh, absolutely. I think we've hit the
figured
niche
it
right
out.
here.
We have figured it
There
out.
Well, thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
That's all.
We'll work on our business proposal and get it sent over. It's so good to see you.
Yes, thank y'all for having me. It's been a while since I was back here.
Well, you know, I often think that if I have an artist that I love, eventually that artist will lead me to another artist that I will also really like. It just happens because that's kind of the nature of music, I think, right? And it's happened like so many times. I was talking to Vince Gill one night, and I'm like, you know, I never would have found Wendy Moten had it not been for you. And he goes, oh, I love Wendy Moten. And the first time we met you was because of your friendship with the incredible Pam Tillis.
Yes. And I appreciate the invite
Yeah.
for all of it. But Pam is such a dear friend. I call her my big sister in country music. And gosh, we've been friends now for probably 6 years. And just, she really is. She's been such a great mentor. You know, I don't consider our relationship very professional. It's all just, she just loads all of her stories and her all of her advice onto me, and I'm so very grateful for that.
How did it get started? Where'd you guys meet?
It was during COVID, and I swore I was getting prank called whenever I saw that Pam Tillis was calling me. I was like, this surely's not right. But my team had connected with her, and they sent her over some of the music that I was working on at the time. And she was off the road like everybody was, and she was kind of, you know, Pam can't sit still. And so she was looking for something to do. And so they kind of sent her my new music and was just like, hey, we're developing this girl. Would love some input if you have anything. And she just like jumped on it so quickly. And it started out as her kind of creative directing some photo shoots. And then she produced her first music video for me. And it just kind of grew from there. And so we've worked on a lot of videos together. And she's been in the studio kind of helping co-produce some stuff. And it's been cool to watch her kind of delve into that side of things as well, too. And the fact that, you know, she took a chance on me and I took a chance on her, it's been this really cool relationship on both sides, and it's great.
Well, and one of the coolest things is we're literally 50 feet away from,
I know,
right? The Grand Ole Opry.
I know. That was incredible. Again, I thought I was getting prank called when she called me. She's like, I mean, it was July 31st, and she called me like 2 weeks before, and she said, I'm going to be on the Opry on July 31st, and I was just wondering if you wanted to come play a song. And I'm like, what is happening? That's a stupid question. Absolutely. I'll clear my schedule.
But then I'm sure your brain went into complete overload of what song am I going to play? What am I going to wear?
Yes.
Who am I going to invite?
Mhm.
How long can I stay? Like
Right.
all of the things.
Yeah. Can I sleep in the back the day before?
Sure. Sure. Because it truly is. It's such a monumental moment.
Yes.
But then also all of the tiny steps that lead up to actually walking into the circle.
Yeah, and Pam was a huge part of that as well too. I mean, people don't realize like how much she geeks out over stuff like that. And so she was like, I want to help you find your outfit. I want to help you do all the things. And so Pam really did hold my hand from giving me the call of, do you want to play the Opry with me, to the second I stepped on stage. And so like when I say big sister, truly in every sense of the word.
Yeah, and just so people understand, it wasn't like she said, hey, come sing harmony with me on this song,
Right.
which still would have been cool. But this
Right.
is like, I'm going to give up one of my songs
Right.
so you can come and do this, which
Yeah.
is even cooler.
Yeah, and the fact that she was willing to again stick her neck out and put put her name on the line for the sake of me, it means so much to me that she believes in me so much, and that she thought that I was worthy of that opportunity. And I want to cry every time I think about it.
So good. You've been doing music since you were a kid.
Yes.
What is the first time that you remember stepping on stage? Like, how old were you? Where were you? What was going through your head?
I was always involved in church, as every good country kid is, always singing in church at some point. I think the first time I remember performing with my guitar and everything was my 5th grade talent show.
Oh.
And that was about around the time of Kelly Pickler at her height. And she was from North Carolina as well, too. So I was obsessed. And my mama took me out and bought me a pair of red high heels.
Oh, I was going to say, did you do red high heels?
And I sang red high heels at my 5th grade talent show. And it was the best thing ever. I mean, humbly, it was the best thing.
Please tell me that you had your hair teased up.
Well, okay, because that was also the time of Kelly Pickler's famous
with the
bob.
short bob.
So
Okay,
I
okay.
had a bob as well too. I mean, everything. Every Kelly Pickler, if you're listening, I wanted to be you. I still wouldn't mind it, but it's that was the first real performance I remember.
What was the feeling? Because that's the thing. I think when we talk to people and this is what they're doing for a living, in some form or fashion, they're on a stage, they're entertaining. There was a moment where it made you feel something that you're like, that's what I want to chase for the rest of my life.
Yeah, I mean, that first performance, a lot of nerves, obviously, because there was so much expectation around my classmates and my parents in the crowd and all the things. But I love the feeling of being able to bring joy to people for 3.5 minutes at a time, and I don't take that lightly as an entertainer. It's a really heavy job that we have, whether it's cry, laugh, dance, whatever, love on the person that's next to them. And so the fact that we do have all of that control in our hands means a lot. And so I still do take every single time I step on stage very seriously, because I know that that's our responsibility.
Right.
And it's important to be able to help people escape from the world for 3.5 minutes at a time.
Well, talk to us about I Get Old Too.
Yes.
And there's this beautiful picture of you on the cover art. Who is the gentleman with you?
It's my granddad.
Okay.
He's the sweetest. He's 86 years old, tough as nails, goes to work every single day. He owns a tractor store in a little town in eastern North Carolina, and he runs circles around all of his mechanics, and he's just the best. And the inspiration for this song came after a conversation I had with him one day. He was telling me some stories, and I think just the levity, and as songwriters, we think about life, the big L life all the time, and the levity of just the privilege of being able to get old in this life. We are not promised, any day. And to hear him just telling stories of 86 years of just a really full life, and then knowing that he had a family behind him to sit around and listen to those stories, I was like, gosh, that is the biggest prayer I could ever have over my life, is to be able to live a full life that's worth telling stories about 80 some years after it. And so that was inspiration, and we wrote this song.
And we'll hear him as
Yes.
well, which is cool.
Oh, we're going to play it right now all around the world on WSM. Paige King Johnson, I Get Old Too.
Coffee, Country, and Cody.
They connect with me. It makes me feel good.
WSM.
Starting with one store in 1978, Boot Barn has become the largest Western and workwear retailer in the nation. Supporting those who feed, build, and protect America, we offer the largest selection of cowboy boots, work boots, Western wear, workwear, and outdoor gear. With over 500,000 pairs of boots and thousands of top-quality jeans and clothing, it's an honor to support the people who make our country so great. Boot Barn. Keep West.
Country hitmakers Sawyer Brown are coming to Ryman Auditorium November 13th. With more than 40 years on the road, over 50 hit singles, and the #1 smash Some Girls Do, Sawyer Brown has built one of country music's most enduring live shows. Don't miss the band that's earned CMA, ACM, and CMT awards and played more than 6,000 shows. Sawyer Brown, live at Ryman Auditorium November 13th. Tickets go on sale Friday at 10 a.m. at ryman.com.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. The number of U.S. service members injured in the war in Iran is climbing. A spokesperson for U.S. Central Command says approximately 200 injuries have occurred, but the vast majority of those have been minor. There have been 13 confirmed American fatalities since the start of the operation. Israel says Iran's top security chief was killed overnight. Israel's defense minister announced today that Ali Larijani, secretary of Iran's Supreme National Security Council, had been eliminated. Severe weather could once again lead to travel disruptions as more than 90 million people are under some type of weather alert today across the eastern half of the country. In addition to the weather posing a problem, unpaid TSA agents have been manning increasingly slow security checkpoints as the partial government shutdown continues and inconveniences travelers.
Well, we were supposed to be on a 9 o'clock flight this morning, and that was completely canceled. And now we're just in a holding pattern.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
WSM weather.
From the Springer Mountain Farms Weather Center, here's your first alert forecast.
I'm WSMV4 First Alert Meteorologist Stefano DiPietro. Very cold this morning, staying chilly this afternoon, upper 30s near 40, under plenty of sunshine. It stays cold tonight, down near freezing for the overnight low. We'll start off with cloud cover tomorrow, get some sun back in the afternoon. Highs are back in the 50s.
It is still cold outside, everybody, and we are feeling it. Feels like the teens. 17 degrees is what it feels like, but 24 on the thermometer. Right now, here's what's happening in sports with Charlie Matos.
Well, we got basketball tonight. The NCAA tournament tips off with the first 4 games in Dayton, Ohio. The battle of the 16 seeds, UMBC against Howard. Then the 11 seed matchup with North Carolina State and Texas. Both games on True TV. The doubleheader starts at 5:30, and then there'll be another doubleheader, same matchup, 16 and 11, tomorrow night also in Dayton, Ohio. And the women's first 4 games get underway tomorrow, too. Hockey, the Preds wrap up a very long road swing tonight in Winnipeg against the Jets. 1-3 on this road swing. They beat Seattle, but they've lost to Buffalo, Vancouver, and Edmonton. 16 games to go in the regular season. The playoffs are still a possibility, but they got to start winning. They're 4 points behind Seattle, but there's a couple of teams in between as well for that final wild card spot in the Western Conference. Not a good night for the Grizzlies. In Chicago, the Bulls routed Memphis 132-107. Golden State snapping a 5-game losing streak, 127-115 over Washington, and career win 600 for Golden State head coach Steve Kerr. World Baseball Classic, the championship game is in Miami tonight, and it'll be the United States and Venezuela. The first pitch set at 7 o'clock on Fox. And spring training baseball, the Braves beat the Tampa Bay Rays 11-2. Drake Baldwin had a 3-run homer for Atlanta. Also added an RBI triple in that one. And the Braves and Red Sox will play at noon today in Fort Myers. I talked to Mike Terry yesterday about that 2-inning canceled game between the Orioles. Yeah, he just said, nobody wanted to deal with a wet infield. That's sports.
From WSM Radio, this is Coffee, Country, and Cody.
She's sitting at our Assembly Food Hall acoustic desk. Paige King Johnson flew in, just coming back from the UK, sea to sea.
I really don't know what time zone I'm in at this
I was going to say that it's not bad on the way out. The way back is when you're just like, where am I? What am I doing? And you're trying to get your bearings. So what is it like playing for the UK audiences?
It was insane. That was my first trip over there, period.
Okay.
On top of that being my first shows. And to have people come up and be like, I took an hour-and-a-half train to come and see you, and they're singing my songs back to me. I'm like, this is not real. Like, you know, like, thank you, Jesus, for all of this, because it's just insane that I could be that many miles from home and there's still people that know my songs and want to come out. I'm always in awe of people just wanting to come and support independent artists. And it's never lost on me that's a really big deal.
That's so cool. So did you get to do anything fun and touristy while you were over there?
Yes, we had one day in London.
Okay.
So I told my husband, I was like, we're dropping our bags at the hotel and we're going and doing all the things. We got like 18,000 steps.
Nice.
So we had one very touristy day in London, and then we had an off day in Edinburgh, Scotland. And I'd heard such great things about it. And so we went and also got like 18,000 steps, ate all the food possible, and had a really cool time. And we drove for part of the first half of the tour, which was a whole nother feat.
Oh, wow. Wrong side of the road and the steering wheel on the other side.
My husband is a saint. Let me just tell you that. But so we really got to see a lot of the country, which it was just gorgeous. So yes.
the mind meld of trying to drive over there,
and the thousands of roundabouts that they have.
They have so many roundabouts.
Yeah. What's wrong with a stop sign and a traffic light?
We like a traffic light over here. We can't figure out the roundabouts over here, and then you put the steering wheel on the wrong side, and you make us drive on the wrong side. No.
Yeah.
We can't figure out the four-way stop.
Yeah.
Never mind a roundabout.
That's a true story.
I grew up in New England, a lot of roundabouts.
Yeah.
I'm glad you made it back.
Yes, in one piece.
Hopefully you'll get to go back and do some more, because I know it's just when you're over there, you're so focused on your show and your stop and your tour, you don't really get to take it in as much. So hopefully another tour will be in the works.
Yes, I'm hoping so. It was so much fun.
And you got to see Brooks and Dunn.
I know. I know. It was like the best way to end the trip in Glasgow. Got to see them, and one of my dear friends plays for Cameron Marlowe, and they were opening. So it was just really cool.
Oh, I'm so glad you had that experience.
Yes, it was great.
Well, we played it just a few moments ago. I Get Old Too.
Yes.
And to hear your grandfather's voice at the end, is that just like a voice recording, or he called you and left you?
It was a voicemail I had, and it was a very last minute thought that I had in post-production. We were getting ready to like tie it up, and I was like, wait, I think I have a voicemail. And so I was looking through them, and I found that, and just he's talking about, I just got off the lawnmower. Sorry, that's exactly him to a T. And I was like, this, and it was the only voicemail I had from him, and I was like, this was meant to be. And so we threw it in there, and it's just a little piece of him that's going to live forever and ever.
What was it like to play it for him? The first time?
So good, and he's just a very stoic man, like any good, strong granddad is, and just to see him kind of like get teary-eyed is really sweet.
The true beauty of this song is that he's still with us.
He is.
So often you hear of these kind of songs and they've passed and it's in memory, and the fact that he's still here and can share in it and share in your success just makes it so much. It's icing on the cake.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Did he ask about a cut?
Hey, I'm on that record.
You know that story.
Yeah,
I told
where's
you.
my 20% here? That's right.
I do believe I'm on your song.
Is there room for a fourth rider? I would give him one. I would.
Okay, so tonight you're going to be at Hank Williams Jr.'s Boogie Bar. You're going to be down there.
That's right, brother. My bar.
It's going to be a time because we're starting country radio seminars. So
I know.
Who knows who's going to be down there?
I know. It's insane. This whole week, I'm like, keep your eyes peeled.
When I used to live downtown on 2nd Avenue.
Oh, bless your heart.
Well, I loved it. Well, this is long before it became. I mean, it was still crazy, but not insane, right?
Right.
And my wife and I were eating at a sushi restaurant on 2nd Avenue, and just as we're wrapping up, they're setting up for this big table of like 18, and like all these really loud, obnoxious people come in. And my wife goes, oh, I'm so glad we're at the end of our meal. These people are like obnoxious, and I can hear what they're talking about. And I'm like, yeah, that's the country radio seminar DJs. They're from all over the country. They're very loud.
Gosh, we hate those people.
It's like having dinner with 18 of me.
Right.
That's the problem.
All the personalities.
Very loud people.
I remember going, the first thing I ever did at Country Radio Seminar years and years and years ago was the luncheon that they do every year at the Ryman.
Yep.
And I was sitting in the Ryman pews, and people would stand up, hey, what are you doing? And they're screaming at each other. It is like the most boisterous personalities because they're all big
and everyone's
radio.
Talking like this.
Yes,
hi.
So you're going to hear a lot of that around town.
Yes, it's probably like putting a lot of artists in the same room, because they don't get to see each other but one time a year.
Correct.
And so it's the same thing, just different personalities.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, you're going to play for him tonight. You're going to be down there. So if you're going down, make sure that you tip her well. All of you DJs that are in town.
I will take it in forms of coffee or food or anything.
Or cash that folds is nice too.
That is, Benjamin never hurt anybody.
Country See, Country Do. Tell us about the song before you play it for us.
Yes, it's just a fun. I say it's the most redneck song I have ever written in my entire life, and I come from very, very sparse parts of the world, and it was a fun song I wanted to be able to have, and we got to record a music video for this song, and it was the Texas Roadhouse Artist of the Month, which was so cool.
Okay.
So a lot of fun stuff came from this song.
All right, take it away.
Wake cried up at the crack of dawn, tied your dickies on, and you're off like a bullet, sweating like sin while you're tilling the land. See a cold beer can, dang, you gotta pull it. I can't help myself, it runs deep in my well. Country sea, country tune. When you're riding knee deep in your John Deere green, the sky's always gonna be blue. It's what you love and it's in your blood. You ain't got no choice not to. Country sea, or country do. Get cleaned up, call up your friends, where the blacktop ends. We're gonna be lighting up a bonfire with the radio, playing Cash and Jones, singing all night. And I can't help myself, it runs deep in my well. Country sea, country tune. When your back porch has a swinging door for a tick hound you named Old Blue. When it's what you love and it's in your blood, you ain't got no choice not to. Country sea, or country do. See a rope in a tree, I gotta swing it. See an old John boat, I gotta crank it. A sunset on a river, gotta bank it. How about you? Oh, country sea, country do. When your truck out back's gonna have a flag waving red, white, and blue, and it's what you love. It's in your blood, you ain't got no choice not to. A country sea, a country do. A country sea, country do. A country sea, country do.
They're gonna like that tonight. I think you got to keep that one in the set.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you for coming by and seeing us.
Thank you for having me.
It's so good to see you.
Nice.
Paige King Johnson, she's going to be downtown. If you're in town for CRS or just hanging around, go check her out. Hank Williams Jr. is a Boogie Bar. And, of course, you can keep up to date with her on all the socials. You can also find it. What is your website so people can stop
It's
by?
PaigeKingJohnson.com.
There you go.
Easy peasy.
It's so easy. Good to see you, girl.
Thank y'all for having me.
Coffee, Country, and Cody.
Fantastic. That must have been quite a show.
Presented in part by Puckett's Restaurant.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at radiodirect.com/privacy. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out. Text help for help. Consult a doctor prior to use.
Wow, you look amazing. What have you been doing?
You've heard of Ozempic, Wegovy, and the other GLP-1 medications that are all over the news, right? Well, I found this great company called Zelfie. And if you qualify, you can get medications like Ozempic and Wegovy and other GLP-1s at 80 to 90% savings without insurance. All 100% online.
Wait, I can get GLP-1 medications for 80 to 90% less and do it all online? No long wait at the doctor's office or pharmacy?
Yes, Zelfie can provide semaglutide and tirzepatide, the active ingredients in Ozempic and other expensive GLP-1s, for 80 to 90% less and shipped direct to your door.
Amazing. How do I get started?
Just send them a text.
Text yes to 797979 to get started today with Zelfie. Get the same active ingredients in Wegovy or Ozempic for 80 to 90% less, 100% online. Don't wait. Text yes to 797979 right now for your exclusive offer. Text yes to 797979. That's yes to 797979.
We're talking today with Jeff Roberts of Jeff Roberts & Associates, the working man's lawyer. An 18-wheeler crash can turn your world upside down. The trucking company has lawyers. Do you?
Jeff, I was hit by a semi-truck and now I'm dealing with serious injuries. What can I do?
Trucking accidents are complex.
Trucking companies and their insurers will try to protect themselves, not you.
But they're already saying it was my fault.
That's a common tactic. We investigate everything, driver logs, maintenance records, black box data, to find out what really happened. If they cut corners, drove recklessly, or ignored safety regulations, we'll hold them accountable.
Can I afford a lawyer for this?
You don't pay unless we win. You focus on getting better, we'll handle the fight. Give me a call today at 615-425-4400 or visit me at middletninjury.com. That's middletninjury.com.
Jeff Roberts and Associates, the working man's lawyer. Find them online at middletninjury.com.
Here's a performance from a recent episode of Opry Live on Coffee, Country, and Cody.
A third shot down, I'm in trouble. I'm a newly single man, seeing double. Fake a smile for all my friends, then go home alone around 2 a.m. Then stumble through the front door, gone as it gets. Flip the kitchen light on, what? On the fridge, just my luck. Read this if you're drunk. Don't think about it, mister. Don't even touch your phone. I know you think you miss her, but I promise you, you don't. There's healing in the lonely. Sit back, kick off your boots, and you'll thank me in the morning like you always do. Signs over you. P.S. There's pizza in the freezer, Dumb and Dumber on the TV. It's so stupid, and that's what you'd be, to go digging through her Instagram. If you're thinking about that, read this again. Don't think about it, mister. Don't even touch your phone. I know you think you miss her, but I promise you, you don't. There's healing in the lonely. Sit back, kick off your boots, and you'll thank me in the morning like you always do. Sign sober you. Yeah, well, remember last time that you hit her up, you heard some other guy. How much does that suck? That sets you back a month. Yeah, trust me, old friend, you don't want to go down that road again. So don't think about it, mister. Don't even touch your phone. I know you want to kiss her, but I promise you, you don't. And there's healing in the lonely. Sit back, kick off your boots, and you'll thank me in the morning like you always do. Signed, sober you. The Opry, my name is Hardy. It's an honor to finally be here. Thank you guys so much. I love you.
Hardy on stage at the Grand Ole Opry, signed Sober You. I remember the first time I heard that song. It was like a demo version of it. And I thought, man, that is such a great premise that you're writing yourself a note and you're putting it on the fridge, and then maybe you have one too many. This is my note to you. This is me to me, but me sober to me that's not so sober. Just a great premise of a song.
Better than the other way around.
Yeah. The drunk you leaving you a note. Well, that would be a great follow-up,
Well, it
though.
would actually, yeah.
That would be
it
really
would be
fun.
signed drunk me.
Maybe that needs to be the first song, and then the sober you song
Yes.
be at the end.
Yeah, good
I don't know. I'm just saying, if I was going to put those together, I think that's how I'd sandwich it. Let's talk about new bars that are coming to Nashville, because we needed more. Clearly, they said there is a 3x5 square here on Broadway, and Cole Swindell said, mine. So we are getting a new bar. Cole Swindell is going to be putting his name on a bar. This one is a sports bar called Walk-Ons. So Walk-Ons apparently has different bistros, 80 of them all around the United States. We're getting one at 215 Broadway. That will be our Music City franchise. And Cole said, anybody that knows me knows outside of music, sports are my biggest passion. So I don't know if it's like a sports betting place or if it's just a sports themed bistro.
Because we can do both now.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm not sure. So,
And bistro, I tend to think more, you think Cajun-y or Louisiana?
Well, it was
Bayou.
based out of Baton Rouge.
Oh,
the first one was in Baton Rouge,
that
so
makes
that
sense
does make
then.
sense.
All right.
So yeah, it's going to be here, but it won't open until next year, 2027. Chris Young said, "Not so fast. I too would like to have a piece of this bar action." So he is opening Famous Friends. Famous Friends is going to be on Demumbrian, which makes total sense because I think that's where Chris is sometimes. He likes to hang out on Demumbrian, so he's like, I'm over here. I should probably open a place. Famous Friends will be the name of it. It will be on Demumbrian. He said it's going to open soon, and it will have more of a sports theme. So we're going to have sports in sports.
Okay.
Do you ever play trivia like at a bar?
No, I've never done that. And I think I'd be okay at it. And I think I would enjoy it. I just have never done it.
It's really fun.
Yeah.
There's a trivia in town, and it's a guy that actually, I think, started. It might not just be here locally. It might be all over the place. But it's trivia time, and you'll walk in, and they give you the piece of paper. Like, they know what they're doing. It's a conglomerate, basically, at different
not
bars.
winging it.
They're not winging it. And whenever they say, our categories for tonight are history, television, sports. And whenever they say sports, everybody else says sports really loud.
Ah,
So
okay.
I was hoping you guys would follow in on that.
I didn't realize that.
Okay. So today, our topics will be Opry, Friends, Sports.
Sports!
Thank you. That's what we were looking for. That was good.
Yeah, kind of like
St.
the
Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
Can you yell
Sports.
them all?
Yes.
Or you just yell sports?
Squirrel.
You just yell sports.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of
Just
like if you're at an
throw me in.
Atlanta game and the home of the
Braves.
Yeah.
You didn't know that? Look at Annie's face. She's like, I am shocked.
No, I don't know. I don't know these things. I should go to more sporting events.
We're filling you in so
Thank
that you
you.
can feel at home. Hey, I want to send a shout out to Landco. Holy cow, guys. Their bus caught on fire. And we say caught on fire, like there's nothing left. It is literally the flame. There's like a frame of it left because the flames engulfed the entire thing. The good news is the trailer that had the majority of their equipment in it is okay. But this is such a wild story on what happened. So they're out touring. They were stopped in Des Moines, Iowa. There was a big snowstorm and it kind of like derailed everything. They couldn't get through. So they pulled over on the side of the road. A bunch of people came and got the guys and took them to a hotel.
Oh, wow.
They said, hey, you guys are not getting through. There's no way that your bus can make it. There's blizzard conditions. Leave it here. We're going to take you guys to a hotel. Everyone got off the bus except for the bus driver. He said, I'll stay with the bus. He was asleep and the thing caught on fire and he got out. But could you imagine if they would have stayed on that bus? How scary. And they don't know the reason or exactly what happened, but the entire thing is gone. Everyone is okay. They lost a little bit of their equipment. I mean, there were a few things, and obviously whatever was on the bus is gone. But they just said, man, God was looking out for us. We decided to sleep in a hotel. What would have happened if we would have been sleeping on that bus?
Wow.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy. So happy that the guys of Landco are doing okay. And again, their bus driver is fine. Next tour stop for them is the 26th in St. Augustine, Florida, and it's still scheduled as of now. So,
okay.
Yeah. Wait, I was looking through how many bus fires there have been. Bert Kreischer, the comedian,
Uh-huh.
his bus went up in flames and there was nothing left. I mean, when I say like burned, literal ash.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing.
Yeah, it's not just a little smoke coming out of the engine. This is
craziness.
We did. We had a trip. Well, I was doing Vanderbilt stuff to. We were playing at the Salukis. Is it Eastern Illinois?
No, that's Southern Illinois.
Southern Illinois. Yeah, Salukis.
I saw you Salukis.
So we were bussing up there, and we get about halfway up, and the bus breaks down. So we kind of ease into a convenience store, and they call for another bus. And then the other bus is about a half hour away from picking us up, and it breaks down. So now they're having to scramble for a third bus, and it's going to be a long time. And we're just at a convenience store. So we asked the guy if there's any restaurants around. He goes, yeah, there's a mom and pop Italian place a couple miles down the road. The husband and wife who owned the restaurant came in their cars, and in 3 different trips in both cars took all the players and the staff down to the Italian restaurant and brought us back 2.5 hours later when the bus finally got there.
That's so cool.
Yeah. No fires involved in any of
No,
those.
but
Just
that's really
just
cool.
breakdowns.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can vividly remember that one.
That's amazing. And that's one place that you would always go back to if you were ever in Southern Illinois.
Oh,
area.
the treatment, incredible, right?
That's great. I love that. Okay, so we had this question earlier. Most random animal that you've seen somewhere where it didn't belong. We talked about like the zebra running wild along, I-40, I-65. This question is the follow-up. What animal would completely ruin your day if you found it inside your house? Do you want to go or do you want me to go?
Honestly, at my house, I mean, spiders, roly-polies, millipedes, centipedes.
Ruin your day.
Bugs. Just because it ruins Renee's. And then I have to stop whatever I'm doing and come and deal with it. And I don't like to kill things, so I'm trying to like gently... get a piece of paper underneath it or a napkin and,
I thought of you the other night. I walked in the bathroom. Paul was getting in the shower. As he stepped into the shower and closed the door, I saw a spider. And I am not necessarily afraid of such things. He really doesn't like spiders.
Okay.
So before he could see it, I just scooped it up and squished it. And I thought, Charlie would be sad that I squished it instead of putting it outside.
In the shower, I mean, there's only so much effort one can do.
It needed to go.
Right.
I really didn't want him to see it and have that reaction. So I was like, sorry, pal, your time is up.
I held a tarantula once at the Nashville Zoo. That was pretty cool. And just how incredibly light they are. Like you almost don't even feel them moving. And their little pads.
I was going to say, I don't know that. Yeah, I think I have had a tarantula on me. From the reptile show. We used to have the reptile guy come and he would bring different things. I've had a lot of snakes, boa constrictors.
Yeah, I'm not big on snakes. I don't hate them, but I don't need them to be around.
That was the one thing that ruined my day was finding a snake in my basement.
Yeah.
That ruined my day.
Y'all wouldn't do well in the Northeast.
This one was...
that's where I grew up, right?
Yeah, well, you didn't grow up by bear.
Well, no, there were no bears in Cumberland, Rhode Island.
Yeah, we would have to
Seriously?
get the dog out of the lake if there was a bear swimming across the lake. And one time my mom's friend, she got home from work and there was a bear rummaging through her refrigerator.
Stop!
Going through eating her leftovers, and she was angry about it. And she said that she just opened the door and she was like, "Get out. Get out." And the bear just kind of got down, and bears are invasive. They'll come over. They came over once and picked up a thing of soda off my front porch and just cracked open 12 cans and drank them all. Grape soda. I remember it.
Big time sugar rush.
It's crazy.
See, now that is more like I'm scared for my life if I saw a bear.
Black bears aren't mean, though. These are all black bears.
No, but they could still eat you.
No, I don't know if they'd eat you. They could attack you, but you'd have to,
You had to provoke it.
You have to know the rules. I also just learned, not just, but when I didn't know until I was probably 19 that not everyone went through bear safety assemblies in elementary school.
Yes.
No, stop.
Yeah, we all
stop.
gathered in the gymnasium.
They taught you bear safety?
Yeah, you have to make yourself big, and you have to make a loud noise and clap your hands, and that's why you have bear horns and stuff, and that's how you
bear
and you
horns.
Yeah, that's like an air horn.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, bear horns, yeah. I
Like
thought
it's
you
like
meant
a bear. They don't like that stuff. And you walk backwards, you don't
like
turn your back on a
So
bear.
make yourself big.
Make yourself big.
Make yourself big, Charlie.
Loud
big.
noise.
Make yourself big.
Yeah.
All right.
And then
then
you
they
walk
will run
backwards.
away.
You have to keep your eyes on them.
Really?
Yeah.
Now we know.
Right.
Saving one life at a time right here on WSM. You're welcome. See what we do? It's public safety. Let's rewind to
Rhonda
the
Vincent's
stage.
going to love. Oh, now you're going to segue into me after this conversation.
Rewind to
Lovely.
the stage of the Grand Ole Opry. God bless the soldier. Here's Rhonda Vincent.
I met a soldier on the base at Fort Hood. I said, how do you do it? He said, there's bad with the good. And no matter how tough it gets, the soldier stands strong, keeping our family flag and country free and righting the wrongs. I met a soldier, she was thanking me. At first it was strange to hear, and then I started to see what it meant to have someone appreciate her sacrifice and everything she gives for us, defending our rights. God bless the soldier as they walk the streets. Let them know how much it means to have them keep our country free. When you meet a soldier, stand and salute. Take a moment to show your love for everything that they do. Don't be afraid, give them your praise, for this is the stranger that is willing to give their life for you. God bless the soldier. Thank you for your service.
Coffee, country, and Cody.
Coffee kind of makes me nervous when I drink it.
WSM.
Pizza's here. Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter.
From the Simply Superior Studio inside the Springer Mountain Farms Acuff House, this is Coffee, Country, and Cody, presented in part by Puckett's Restaurant.
Your radio home for the Opry. WSM Nashville.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. Israel says it's killed Iran's top security chief. Simon Marks reports that Israel's defense minister says Ali Larijani, secretary of Iran's Supreme National Security Council, was eliminated overnight.
In the aftermath of the killing at the beginning of the conflict of Iran's supreme leader, he became the government's de facto spokesman. Also assassinated Gholam Reza Soleimani, the commander of Iran's Basij militia, accused by many Iranians of the brutal repression of demonstrators.
Just 3 weeks ago, Larijani was in Geneva for talks between Iran and the United States. With conflict spreading throughout the Middle East, President Trump is calling out the UK for what he sees as its lack of support in the Iran war. Speaking from the White House Monday, Trump included the UK in countries he says are not helping to secure the Strait of Hormuz against Iranian aggression. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
WSM weather. From the Springer Mountain Farms Weather Center, here's your first alert forecast.
I'm WSMV4 First Alert Meteorologist Stefano DiPietro. Very cold this morning, staying chilly this afternoon, upper 30s near 40, under plenty of sunshine. It stays cold tonight, down near freezing for the overnight low. We'll start off with cloud cover tomorrow, get some sun back in the afternoon. Highs are back in the 50s.
Okay, well, we've got some sunshine out here, and we're starting to warm up just a little bit, but still very chilly. Right now, we're at 30 degrees. Still feels like the 20s outside. Here's what's happening in sports with Charlie Maddox.
Well, we got basketball tonight. The NCAA tournament officially tipping off tonight. It's the first 4 games in Dayton, Ohio. True TV will show the doubleheaders today and tomorrow as well. Both days feature a battle of the 16 seeds and then a matchup of the 11 seeds. Tonight, the 16 seeds are Howard and UMBC. That's Maryland, Baltimore County. And then the 11 seeds are NC State and Texas. So 5:30 for the doubleheader tonight, and then another doubleheader tomorrow. And the women's first 4 games also get underway tomorrow as well. The Predators wrapping up a long road swing. It's game 5 of a 5-game road trip tonight in Winnipeg against the Jets. The Preds still with a chance at the playoffs, but they got to start winning. Only 16 games to go, and they're just 1-3 on this road trip. They beat Seattle, but they lost to Buffalo, Vancouver, and Edmonton. In Chicago last night, the Bulls routed the Memphis Grizzlies 132-107. Golden State snapping a 5-game losing streak, beating Washington 125-117, and that is career win number 600 for Warriors coach Steve Kerr. And tonight, the championship game of the World Baseball Classic, the U.S. and Venezuela.
We want to say thank you again to Paige King Johnson for being with us. She's going to be out tonight. You can find her at Hank Williams Jr.'s Boogie Bar.
Oh, that's right.
That's exactly where she's going to be. And tonight at the Opry, Lauren Elena is going to be there. Steve Earle, T. Graham Brown, Gene Watson. Special guest Sunday Sweeney is going to be there, getting sweenered. Charles Eston, Skip Ewing, Shonda Pierce, and the Nashville Irish Step Dancers will be out as well. Have a fantastic St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Go wear some green and maybe have a little drink or two.
Or gray.
Gray. Bye. We'll see you back here tomorrow.